Hello and welcome to episode 51. It's our Midlands map. It's a new guest station. Don't forget, you now get a little cottage to go along with your Station Master's gold pin and keys. Might be a toughie, don't know. I have a sneaky suspicion it won't be though. I've only tidied it up a touch since you last saw it. Clues are given. We have a train coming in. There we go. There's a little clue. Right. Now, as for the I've left something on, haven't I? Ding. I should have turned that off, but never mind. I don't know what the shortcut keys are for those. We'll just leave it as is and we'll hear the money coming in and none going out because we have no cost mods off. Talking about the 50th episode though at the beginning of this. Or did I? I can't remember. I'm going to talk about it now. Thank you for everyone in the comments for your kind words. It put a smile on my face. I wasn't sure how well just messing about with trains and stuff was going to go over. I think most of you seem to enjoy it. There's another train coming. That is a giveaway. We should have left really. That's just the biggest giveaway in the world. I think we only have one station on the entire map that does that. I also want to say thank you to everyone who mentioned the ploppable town buildings and gave some of their experiences and advice. Really helpful. We're not going to be putting those in just yet. We've still got a lot to do. And with that being said, should we get on with the episode? I've given you so many clues. This is going to be whoever's in there first, I believe. We are back over in Rugby. And we're going to bring the UI back up and turn this off. Ah, it's a lovely sound. Away he goes. That was the train we rode on episode. I can see a problem. Yes, I can see what's going to happen here. Can you guys? Our first issue. This won't normally be an issue. We need to fix that. Yeah, there we go. We have head-to-head train action going on. So then, we're going to have to do some finagling here. And hopefully fix this. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's still going to be roughly the same thing. Hopefully that'll do it. This doesn't have to be too quick as far as I can tell. If we go there instead, a little bit further back. And then we put another signal in just here, two-way. Hoping this will get us through. Like there. And then we set another signal about there. Is that going to be long enough for the trains to get past each other? I hope so. Well, do you know, I feel like this can be a little bit closer as well. Do it like that. I don't think it needs to be the quickest either. I don't know about that actually. I think that should be a bit quicker. Never mind. We'll make that as fast as possible by bringing it right to the signal. We'll need a little gap there. Not what I was expecting. Why doesn't that always work? Not what I was expecting to do today. Well, you know. Oh, that's as quick as it'll go. I say that. We kind of thought this might happen. So let's change this, and then after Coventry, if we go via this signal up here, will that be enough room? We might need to pull that up a little bit. This one here, might need that right up there, because we moved the switchboard. We want it on that side though, don't we? Yes. All right. This wasn't planned. We want it just off the switch though, but as much room as possible. Will our longest trains fit in there? Do you know what, guys? This is kind of bound to happen. Well, there we go. They're both heading towards each other. That could be interesting. No, there we go. Now we get to find out whether there's enough room. Yeah, I've had a nightmare. In the I don't know whether you watch my Train Sim World, the latest one. There's going to be a bit tight, this, isn't it? Well, that's not pretty, but all very safe, but it works. We'll take that. Yes, it was a bit stuttery. And I've never seen that before. I don't know whether it was the Windows updates. We're going to make sure everything goes fine here before we head that way and do some freight action. The reason is OBS was reducing the memory clock on my graphics card. I know this is not an episode of Transport Fever, but I got to tell you what I've been going through. Yeah, I never noticed it doing that before until something that uses my graphics card a lot pointed it out for me. So I went in and fixed that. That was fine. Long story short, I spent most of Friday doing that. It was OBS. Something to do with its encoder. So I've now got the beta version of OBS. And so, the intro you just saw was edited separately to make sure everything was working fine. I get it into Vegas 14, and no video. I put it into Vegas 15, which I do not like editing in, but I do like rendering in it. And the video's there okay. Everywhere else it plays. Anyway, that's the problems I've been having. So now I've got to figure out how to edit comfortably in Vegas 15. It looks like our trains are fixed. So that's good. Should we get on with doing some freight? I've put this in. This is our depot. Now, for this depot, trains, the only way they can get onto the main line is here. So what we are going to do is we're going to create a new line. And I don't know what coalesce rail color is. It's kind of, is it black? I want to say it's black and red. If we do black, because I don't think we have any black trains on here. And we do, what would this be? Rugby, coalesce, is it like that? Coalesce, departure. Now, when we bring our trains on, what we're going to have to do, you'll see I put a zigzag station. So I'm thinking the way we handle this is like that. And just here, we wait until full, which is never going to happen with freight. So our trains can sit here once they're done. We'll need an entrance signal, otherwise they won't leave the depot. Or will they? We could have one. Let's think about this. We don't really want one there. Where do we want our signals here? I feel like we should use these ones as well as real signals and kind of put them there. Rather than actual lights. It's not really the way to do this, is it? But I'm going to put those in there. I think that'll work for us. We can have a signal here. Oh, trams need replaced. Oh, I know what that probably is. We'll have a two-way one there. And one just there. And that should do us. This should be the right length. I'll show you what I did there, because we're going to need to do it over there. Okay, so that's going to be our departure for our freight trains using this. I mean, we won't use it too often, but it could be a bit of fun. What I want to do is vehicle. Is it vehicles? Yeah, look. 3 minutes. Maximum wait time. Unlimited. So it's just going to sit there forever. Hopefully. But what I want to do here is wait until full. Fully load. Never going to happen because there's no freight there. So that will stop our train in its tracks. You like my pun? And it'll sit at this platform here. Which we'll have to keep an eye on and manually do it. But it's a bit of fun, right? To bring our freight trains out and do it properly. I've redone this main building a little bit. Still not overly happy with it, but it's a bit better than what it was, I think. There's slightly less bell towers on it. Should we get on with what I want to do today? Goodness me, that was a start. First off, I want all this gone. We're gone a bit too far back because we're going to have to... Are we looking north? Yeah, we're going to be doing this section here. I want to show you what we're going to be doing. Needless to say, I've not got any of that set up in the new OBS. I might be able to Let's delete Crick all the way back here. I want lots of room for our freight area. This is where we're going to have a super freight hub. What I really want to do is make sure we're heading the right angle down there. It's kind of diagonal to Crick. What we need to do now is prepare for some freight action. You'll wonder why I'm doing this way around. I don't want it to curve just yet because we're going to have to curve back round and head for Long Buckby. I do want it to curve a little bit, just not too much. And we're going to stay straight because we're going to straight and flat because we've got a lot of sidings and points and stuff to do. And it's going to be much bigger scale-wise, otherwise we'd have to divide this by 5, and I don't want to do that. We kind of head up that way. Now we're going to have to think about where our freight stations are going to be. And when I say this is going to be a massive freight hub, it is, and Crick's going to be almost gone. So it's going to go all around here. It's going to be excessive. It's probably going to take a couple of episodes. I just hope I can edit it. Let's get a freight station in. Right, I want all of these to be 200 meters. We need to figure out where the best place for this is going to be. It's got to be kind of there. If we look at where roughly this is going to end. Well, it can go a bit further, actually. Make sure it's straight. We can go a bit further this way. So with everything going on today, I had a small... It was just a minor issue with my setup. I thought I hadn't hit record, and then I saw I had. And then I thought, oh no, I can't see whether I've muted it or not. Episode 51. The opposite to episode 50, where I had lots of fun. It's not the episode though. I'm kind of loving what we got planned today. I want this as close to there as possible. So if we say there, I want a little bit at the end that curves around, and we delete that. And then we bring this forward. I think we'll be happy with that. To about there, and we'll delete back. Oh, we need to delete back further. I should have just gone longer, shouldn't I? Doesn't matter. Just go to... Alright. And then we delete back. And then we draw it up to that point. And we should have what we need. There we go. And let's put our station back in. I'm doing it this way because it kind of has a bit at the end. Which would be like that. It doesn't actually hook back into the track. In fact, do you know what? After all this, it should be further away from the track. Oh no, because we're condensed. Maybe we should have it really close. And then maybe we can have some fencing going on. Well, it wouldn't take much to move it across one, would it? Just do that, you plonker. It's like the easiest thing ever. There we go. It might give us more manoeuvring space too. And then we can... oop, not that. Then we can see what we've got as far as... Plus this can be a bit straighter. And we can see what we've got as scenery work down here. Gives us a bit of extra. Okay, so that's one freight station in. I would have preferred not to have the freight station buildings on. But we don't have much options when it comes to freight. And I don't want to cheat by putting one of the pre-made ones in either. I want to do this ourselves, which I may regret at some point. But we're going with it. Okay, so we have that going for us. Now, the other station is going to be kind of up here. So we want to draw a line where that's roughly going to be. Because what we do at this point is we're heading up that way. This bit here for us is going all the way back. And there's another section where we come round. I don't know how fast we need to be. There are tunnels around. I like the way it's going down though, because I feel like there's some time after Rugby. Could be wrong. Well, there's a bit of a tunnel on this curve, and it's not this curve, it's the next one around, where it goes under the M something. The M6, so the M1 it might be actually. The M1. Yeah, that's how close we are. Right, we're going to need a bit of space here. I would like those to connect on the outside. It might not happen, but I would like it to do that. This one's going to have to be... We're going to go with 4 tracks like this, even though that's not quite how it is. Ideally, I would like it to be a bit different to this, but I don't think we can manage it. I want it to be a different layout. It's at this point where I feel like I need to figure out... Unless we use zigzags. Can they be used? No, see, because they're all tiny. No. It's okay. It's okay. We'll make it work. I want it to be like that. Oh, I see. That's why that can't work. Maybe if we do it with 3, that would be better. It was 200. Ah, there we go. Now we can have this side track connected. Brilliant. Okay. Problem solved. Problem solved. That branches off like that. It should be perfect. Good. I mean, obviously, things out here are not going to be very quick, are they? I don't know why I'm trying to do this at high speed. That can go quite tight. And I'm going to say, even as tight as 30, even though I don't think it is. Just a little sharper than what it was there. 35. That sounds like freight to me. Because I forgot, we've got to join all these together as well. So if we keep going round like so. We're going to be putting factories in here. Working factories and delivery points. Crick will hopefully grow back. I mean, if not, we're in a bit of trouble. Right, this is the one that joins up here. I hope. So we're going to come out that way. Hopefully swing round. So far, so good. This one joins up to this one. Again, it wouldn't be too quick, would it? Well, but we've got lots of room. More room than I thought. So we can go here. Because this one is going to come in like... Oh, come on. You know where you're going to go. If we zoom in a little bit, we should get some accuracy. There we go. There we go. That's kind of what happens. Now, I need to get this video out. So... I'm gonna go away, hopefully, tomorrow, and figure out my new setup. Because, let's just see how I handle this today, shall we? This will be the first video going out where things have gone horribly wrong. Not horribly wrong, but they're very inconvenient. Extremely inconvenient, in fact. I'm not going to play it down too much either, because it's bugging me. And that's all I can think about through this entire episode. Instead of designing this. Right, this one is the one that's going straight for us. We're going to stay in this flat area because we've got a lot to do. Now, this is a little too close to here. So I don't know how we're going to deal with that. This is probably going to start coming around this way. And again, it won't be overly speedy. Right, we want this one to come round into there. There's a lot of fun and games that's going to happen around here. We're going to have our zigzag station's going to be used crazy amounts. I think that'll do us. We'll bring this in. Actually, if we come off this corner, that should be perfect. And that can go in there. And then you see, I'd like that to go in there instead. Even though it should just go in there, but... Yeah, we're doing what the track layout is, and hopefully next week I can show you that without panicking that I've recorded something that can't be used. Oh, hang on. What's going on? Oh, that's right. I was like, where's that going? I was looking at the wrong one. Ignore me. Just ignore me. I guess 70 will do us. I know they slow down around here somewhere. I just can't remember where. I believe it's the tunnel that goes under the motorway is a bit slower. And a cut-in seems about right. I don't want to hide all of our industry going on here, though. That would make some nice scenery. All right, guys. We've got 2 of our new stations in. Now, this one that's heading up here is the one that's beside Crick, so we're kind of in the right place. And what it does is it continues round. It does a little curvy-worvy. Like that, and then back again. We're just gonna mimic it for absolutely no reason. And we're we're going to go with 3 tracks on this one again. That's actually kind of accurate, so I will take that. In fact, that's very accurate. Just need to make sure everything's going fine. Did you know, I forgot to check north. I did. I forgot to check it. I'm a bit worried. We get all this done, and then we're not even facing the right direction. Would be amazing. Wouldn't that be just fantastic? It would be the perfect end to a tricky week. Well, not. It's not been a tricky week. It's just been a day. We do curve around like that. Well, no, we don't yet. Awkward. Well, it's not awkward actually, because we've not got anywhere. Oh, we might need to start curving round though, because we've got to be doing a wiggle to Long Buckby. No, no, no. Actually, we don't need to do this just yet. I got carried away. It's actually rather complicated. This layer. I will show you, because we're going to be here for a while, so I can show you like next week sort of thing. So don't panic. Before we've completed it, we'll be doing some overview. There's the oh no, there's the A5 in between these two. I've gone a bit overzealous with this. We need a bit more length. So this all needs to come in rather sharply. So we'll do it like that instead. That'll make our lives a lot easier. This still does need to come in, but I want it to be as sharp as possible. That should slip in there, and then that should go in there. That is better. Okay, because we need a bit of length here. We need quite a bit of length there. And what we do after that is kind of come down a touch. This bit here is where we're going to be, this little kink. This is where we're going into the main line, you see. And that needs to continue to run with us. And we're going to need to build the bridge for the A5. And I believe this would start to curve round just a touch. Not too much. Actually, no, it's all straight. It's literally all straight. Ah, that problem I said about this being too close to the track, we might not be able to do the wiggle. I regret things. We could have a less of a wiggle, I guess. That might do it. There we go. Less of a wiggle. Because we need this track to kind of be next to it. Goodness me. You'll see what I mean. Alright, so I can't resist. I quickly saved it. Editing joys. I wanted to show you guys this week. I can't keep saying I'll show you next week. We might as well take a look. And at the risk of this all going horribly wrong, I did check that the first half of this episode was recorded okay, and it is. I know I'm once I'm back in my stride, which should be next week, hopefully, I'll feel confident again, and I'll shut up about this, and you won't hear it again. but today's just been trying. Okay, there we go. Look at that. I think we got it, guys. So this is what we're doing. As you can see, that was our first station. It looks a lot smaller and bigger and whatnot than what it is, but I wanted to put this in as a freight station. It kind of is, so I went with it. This is definitely a freight area. So is this, I believe, or this bit here. This bit's a freight area. This bit is all sidings and passing. This is another freight area. There's that little curvy bit that I was telling you about. And then we've got another freight section. Up here, we can do that at the end. Then we curve round, which is the bit I did a bit too early, where we come back on this way. And if you see, we go back on that way. That, I'm not sure if it's freight or not. Let's go here. We can take a look, right? Since I've got this working. That is a turnaround. It looks like a sidings. You can see, look, we've got cars, wagons in there. We've got a bit to come out this way. We're coming there. These might be sidings. There's the freight area for that one. And the other one is hidden right in there. You'll see it there. I don't know whether they use it for loading. We're going to use it for loading, I think. So we can have one freight station there, which we'll put in. There's the other freight area. This one is definitely freight. And we're gonna detail all these up as well. I'm looking forward to it. I like the way that we've kind of got a bridge here as well. And there's the other freighty type area. Actually 2 tracks, isn't it? I think we did it with 2 tracks. Right, so that's what we're doing. And we're kind of heading this way. We need that one. And we got that one. Oh, no, we don't have that one. We have this one. They were both freight, right? I know. See? I've lost it. Yes, 1, 2. There we go. Okay. Panic over. Right, we're going to improvise a little bit. This is our bit going up there. There's going to be a little road bridge there. That'll be kind of cool. We're going to join back up that way. I'm looking forward to getting all the factories in. We're going to have some factories around here. It's like some food and some goods. I think that's all we're going to need. We could maybe have construction materials. But food and goods seems the way to go. Right then, so this second freight area can kind of overlap. I think that'll do us for our scale. Even though it's a little closer than it should be. I don't even know whether we need this bit. I think we can improvise better. I think we can just go straight with this and make our lives considerably easier. Go like that. What we can do then is bring out another track here. So if we drift off into there, we need to leave enough room for the A5. I believe that's what it was. So if we do that and we branch off this way, hopefully, there we go. I think that'll do us there. And then the other one, is that right? Yes. And then the other one would come up like here, but it would come up one away. So if we go there, hug round that way and leave a gap for us. And then we'll continue over because we need our other freight area in. Like so. Oh, come on. Get in there. Just go straight. There we go. Okay. Okay, I think we got it. We'll do this. This one could actually be a terminal, couldn't it? A terminus. Terminal. Terminus. We go that far out. Let's see where that takes us. We might need a bit more room than that. We only need 2. How will that... Do you know, that might do it. I think it's a bit close, but it might do us. If we go all the way forward and down... I don't want to get all the way to Long Buckby, because then that's a bit excessive. But I do want it to be massive. I do. There. I think that... I mean, this is like 5 times bigger than it should be. Not confirmed. Alright. Things are happening. Now, is that our main line? This is our main line that we connect on to. I can't remember which is which. I don't know whether this is the West Coast main line. There we go. I'm not going to leave you guessing. This is the West Coast main line. This is the Northampton loop. I would imagine it's technically part of the West Coast main line. It's just a loop. I don't know. We're getting there. Now, this one's going to start heading in and back. And this one's going to hook up like so. That's that bit sorted. And now it's just spaghetti vision from this point forward, pretty much. We're going to start doing that curve around now. This is where we can start doing it. So our main line is going to curve away from it gradually. And if we can keep it at 75, I wouldn't mind. We're going to do a sharp turn when we go under the motorway. So this can start coming round now. Obviously this doesn't need to be very quick at all. But a slightly less angle. Or at slightly less of an angle. There we go. Use better words. Okay, and this is coming round too. Not quite at the same angle either. So we can go straight. We don't want it all uniform. Perfectly uniform anyway. We want to be wiggling around and all sorts, because that's what happens. We can join up with this one. I kind of like the looks of that. This one is eventually going to meet up with that one. And we do want to use it as a siding. You know the line we're missing? The one that's going to go up that way. Actually touches it kind of here. And then scoots off really sharp. About that angle. Which is going to be our next one. We kind of want it... Actually, we want it a bit smoother than that. We do want it to overlap a little bit. So we'll go up that way. And we'll do something similar to that. Do you know what we might do on that one? We'll have that single. Just one. And we'll have like a passing. Or a freighty type area. I don't know what. We'll have something here. We'll make it look like things are going on. We could have like freight train parked up there, I think. I don't think we're going to use it. And we'll just carry this on a touch. It actually goes out further than that, so I'm tempted to do that. And leave a gap. So do that. And then we can have that come in. More like that. That's better. That's better. Get rid of that one. There we go. Then we can have some detailing in the middle. And then it comes in and joins again. So we're going to have it kind of do that. This will head off even further because this is just going to be a huge industrial area. Huge freight hub and industrial area, and probably one of the main parts of our route for freight. It's going to be, what we'll do is we'll set all the needed industries. Now, to give you some idea of the scale, all of this needs to happen before Crick, and it does start about there. So, you know, probably not 5 times. I've probably managed to condense it quite well, but I like what we could do with this in the future. And you know what? We don't really have a massive freight area like this. Remember, we're going to have working industries around here and depots. And that's going to be a major hub for our network. Really looking forward to it. Perfectly fair. Right then, all we've got left to do with this layout is have the sidings and the turnaround point down here. We are very close to Long Buckby. I kind of saw that coming, to be fair. I mean, I still feel like we can do it and make it happen. It's going to be a bit longer than it should be. We need this to go up and meet this one. So as long as we can get this one round, I think we're good. This is going to come into this one. I think we got it. In fact, the confidence is rising. This one's going to keep coming round. We're going to branch off into there. And this one's going to drop into there. Look at that. Alright. This is still part of the sidings that we could actually start going up to meet it slightly. Just ever so. Ever so, because we've got to get right up into here. Although this will now start coming round that way. And that should... Yeah, we might be able to do this. We'll get this more on a curve. If we can come off here... Not like that, though. What's the most we can come off there? I mean, fingers crossed, right? We just get this first time. I mean, unless we go that way, that looks better to me. I'm not entirely happy with this bit. It's not far off, but I'm not 100% happy with it. Now, do you know what? That will kind of do us. I think what the problem is we got too far away from this section here. So perhaps saying that, we don't need this at all. We can get closer up here. And then it will look a little better. This is all right. But what we really want to do is come off at this angle here. Yes, like that. There we go. There. That I'm happier with. We did it. We did it. It's going to be a while before we get some freight on. Not too long though. We're going to do some detailing and stuff. Right, now this is going to keep going round. We are going to meet it. As long as we can shift around for Long Buckby, I don't mind. This is coming in this way and is pretty much going to go into the main line. Bring that round a touch more. We'll have this come in there. Right, we have it. That's a start. And then we'll send that out that way. Oh, I like it. I like it. I do like that. Right, so we'll need a little bit of a switch going on here. Probably from about there. That'll do us. We're going to need 200 meters of turnaround right there. So let's get a station. This one. That's 200 meters. There we go. Then we'll put a little bit on the end. Like so. Then we can delete that, you see. We know that this area here is good enough for a 200 meter train. On both of them. So that's 200 meters. This one's going to be slightly shorter. No, that should still be good enough. I like it. At the end of this, we'll have 3 zigzags. So that would be this one with 3. Like that. There we go. Then this is the one that continues straight. This is going to be purely aesthetic, this bit. We can do that there. That is roughly how that goes. We've gone a little bit past Long Buckby there. We can't really condense it any further though. The thing is, we're supposed to be doing this bit by Long Buckby is correct, but then oh no, we might be able to fit under that. Do you know? I think we've got it. No, you see, this track here is supposed to end miles back. Goodness me. I don't know how we're going to do this. We're going to have to make things up a little bit. This bit's going to be a bit wrong. But it's okay. Because we're supposed to come down like that first. And then the curve at the bottom is supposed to be Long Buckby. Okay, should we just improvise with this a little bit? Long Buckby's not going to be in the right place. It does slow down, so we'll do that at the very least. And we'll just have to have... Do you know, we might be able to have it in a similar place. Maybe we can encourage it. I mean, it's nowhere... Long Buckby is nowhere near this whole freight area. Do you want this in? I mean, I'll happily delete it. No, I won't. I'm keeping it. I've already made an executive decision. By the time all this is filled with industry and the like, I think we'll all like it. We'll just have Long Buckby a little bit out of place. I don't know whether we're supposed to be heading up there or down. I've not prepared for this Long Buckby station. Funnily enough, Long Buckby station isn't that long. Let's get the station in. At the risk of this going horribly wrong, let's put the station in. What station? I don't know. Well, we could make it right and not have a station building on. Because it does kind of curve round. It would be nice to have it on that bit of the curve. I'm not overly confident though. Oh, the good news is, in between one of my saves, as I keep checking, I figured out how to get my editing settings similar to what I had it. So I'm feeling confident about that. We're going to have it in here like that. We're going to do our own station building eventually. I just want it on a bit of a radius. I mean, technically it doesn't matter, does it? But yeah. Probably a bit more of a radius than that, to be honest. There we go. That kind of works. Let's get rid of one of these tracks. Otherwise it's going to keep gliding. Let's get rid of all the silly things. Oh, yes. Something I keep forgetting. Height. I want that height better. I don't know whether that... Do you know, given how far we've got after Long Buckby, we might as well... We could just come further in, couldn't we? I mean, really. Well, I don't know. They might grow out here because we might be able to get it moving down. No, no. The more I look at this, the more I want you further away. Even if you're not quite at the right place. I would like it closer. There. That's better. That is a bit better. I like that. I don't... Ooh, who operate this? We've only got green, yellow. Green, maybe? Sure. We'll have green. We'll have green. Yeah, let's turn all these off, because I prefer it at that end, because that's pretty much where it is. And we can detail that up a bit. Right, it is raised up slightly. There is a road going under there, so yes, I'm glad we stuck with it that way round. What we can do, you see, we can put a station building. That's Long Buckby, you're in. For now, though, let's connect you up. I would like you connected. Just so you don't moan at us. All of these are going to need connecting up. And we're going to have to figure out what we're doing with them. Do you know, I kind of feel like this sort of thing would work. There's going to be a lot, like I said, of industry around here. So we'll come down that way. There's going to be a lot of things going on. There we go. We'll connect that one up. We'll go that way with this one. Hopefully they should all be the same height. So, like that. There's going to be a lot of trucks going around here. I don't know where this one's going. Doesn't really matter, does it? Right. Now the industries. I would like to give you some idea of what's going on. I'm going to need all of this super flat. So, if we come out of there with something crazy like this and make it super flat, then we can use this flat section. And do you know, let's just go over here a second. I've been that flustered today. Official episode. I've done it. I don't want it to be official though. It's too salty. Unofficial salt episode. No, it's an official salty episode. They don't happen very often, do they? I can't remember the last time I got miserable at things going wrong. Normality will resume. Sort everything out and get back to normal. Which I'm sort of confident I'll achieve rapidly because of how I managed to fix my editing setup, which is very important because I was in a flow with that. So when something even minor changes, it really throws you off. Hey, at least I got this out the way before the live stream next month for our for our year. What did I call it? Channelversary. I kind of stole that off someone on Twitter. Said their channelversary. I think it was Druznik. She called it a channelversary, or was it WT? I can't remember. One of you guys, and I liked that. It's probably been used a million times. All right. Let's get you flat as well. We need all this flat because we want to put our buildings in. We need to put our buildings in, right? And they look silly if the ground is all uneven. We're going to get it all prepped so that when we come back on Thursday, I mean, it doesn't all have to be 100% perfect, but the bits we're going to be putting buildings on, ideally, you want that nice, as I just go crazy with it. Of course you do. You know what? People don't want to see this. Okay. We're getting there. Now, let's find where our industries are going. We need the road tool again. We'll go off like so. Give us some flat area here. Now we can have it monstrous again. Brilliant. Much quicker. Go dig right in there. That's going to be... This needs to all be flat. But I don't want to go over crazy with it, as I do. Oh yeah, look at that. That's much better. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're making out our groundy areas. I can't remember how big industries are. I think they're quite monstrous, though. I think we're sufficiently close to Crick at the same time, far enough away. Yes, that does make sense. Somehow. Look at all these rocks. Self-inflicted rocks. we're going to put at least one in here. Right then, so our second station, this one is DHL. And that one is Tesco Grocery. So that will be food processing. I don't know what that one is yet. This is DHL though, so that will be goods. One of them's clothing as well, which would be, we're going to have that one as sort of clothing. I don't know what that would be. If this is DHL, well, let's have a look at what factories we have available, shall we? Well, it's going to be none of these, the steel mills or anything like that. It's going to be like... Do you know, machines might be good for DHL. Because this is like... One of them is DHL supply chain. One of them's Stobart, which is up here. So if we have this as Stobart and that one as goods... Yeah. So if we have a machine or a tools factory, maybe. Maybe tools and goods. Construction materials, food processing. Well, food processing, yes. That's going to be up here somewhere. Hopefully we've left enough room. Just. I know it looks a bit silly. I don't really like how country in the middle of the country they are, or they're supposed to look. Because this one is Tesco. So we'll put this as Tesco Grocery. There we go, that'll work for us. Not overly impressed by that, but there we go. And, you know, you kind of want it to look a bit more industrial than that. Industrial area. Maybe in the next one, guys, maybe they'll give us some more inner city ones. We got Tesco Clothing as well, so what would that come under? Oil refinery, chemical plant, yes. Not constructions. Do you know, goods, another goods factory maybe? I kind of like that idea. Another goods factory just there. We're going to need obviously some of these coming in as well. As long as they reach the... They reach the stations. Look at that. We have one there. I don't know, I'm just kind of plonking them in at the moment. It will look a bit better. We do want to leave some room for some scenery work. Let's connect that up like that. Connect you up. I think this is becoming a thing. This one would be... We'll just call this Tesco Clothing. I can't spell. Tesco Clothing. This one's Tesco's Grocery. There we go. I mean, it's just... I'm not... not sponsored by Tesco's. It's just what's around there. What does that reach? All of the things. Brilliant. Although we're going to need two separate ones, I think. Because we're going to bring our food... We might bring our food in this way by truck. It just all depends on what sort of room we have. Now, where can we squeeze this in? I mean, we could have other types of buildings there, but we can squeeze it in up here, maybe. Have a drop off and hit goods in, goods out, stuff like that. Where does that look good? Kind of there if we're going to be scenery, doing some scenery. Let's do that, and we'll give it this one though. We'll have it go in like that, and also... Not like that, don't do it. And also like that. We'll have some sort of little island thing going on there. I like it. There we go. As long as we reach all the things. I mean, we're kind of invading Crick a bit. But that's okay. What's left of it, and it's all industry. That's convenient. Now, we've got one down here, which I think is going to be another goods factory. This one, did we decide on tools? Maybe one of each. Then we'll end it. We'll put... I want to end today. Not just so I know I can get it up and everything sounds okay and no one's upset with the quality or that I've broke it. That's a long entry point, isn't it? How far back can we get that? I really want to fit two in there. Oh, we're not fitting two in there, are we? Let's let's think about this. How are we going to squeeze 2 in there? Or is it even going to be remotely possible? I don't think it is it? I don't think we're getting 2 in here. 1 there. Or we might. It's whether they reach is going to be the thing. What is that? Is that machines? We need tools, don't we? Tools. Need end products to deliver. Where's our tools factory? Goods, construction. Am I missing things here? Is there no tools? Oh wait, you muppet. Machine factories do both. I was like, was anybody like, yeah, grand, put them both in. Good luck finding the other one. Yeah, I hear you now. I don't know what made me think there were 2 separate factories. So 1 tools. We could have 2 tool factories, right? We're going to need another entry point, though. Another delivery point, because that one isn't going to handle all of the things. We could have that at the side. Maybe that side? It's just temporary at the moment. Well, not temporary. It's legit, but this is how it's going to be. What I actually mean is, I don't know whether we're going to keep everything in the same place. Well, do you know, we could leave a little gap. Some detailing. There we go. Does it reach? Yes. I mean, that one technically reaches as well, so we've got some entry points there. We've got tools, goods, food. It's not really going to be enough to deliver to too many cities. Let's have this as another machine place then, and then we'll call it. Can we get you hugged in there? There's another machine place. I know it's made a bit of a meal of everything. That's alright. Get it sorted. We'll get it sorted. Alright. And then this one can have a delivery point right next to it, as though it was designed to be there. Like so. There we go. I like it. That has been an interesting episode for me. Hopefully it's not been too terrible for you to put up with my saltiness today. It's been a trying day. As if no doubt everybody knows now, because I've been telling you all about it. We're going to have another food place up here. And I don't know what we're doing at the end there. We'll do something. There we go, guys. I don't know how we're going to end this. Our previous station master, Bumblebum, he suggested, see, we've got some coal and iron ore down there. We can have some up there too. He suggested that on Thursdays, when we announce the station winner, we can go on a cab ride that stops at their station, the winners. I don't think that's a bad idea. I had to take a swig of tea then. It might not happen every week. It just depends on the trains. But today, I want to just sit at a station for a change. And I want to sit at... oh, it's busy here, isn't it? Let's sit here. Oh, we've got a plane coming in. That's like perfect timing. Right, let's sit under the bridge here. We can just see the plane coming in briefly. That has been Salty episode 51. Thank you for watching, guys, and putting up with me. I'll endeavour to be back to normal on Thursday. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy Salt. I will turn it around by Thursday. That's a GT guarantee. That's a lot of T's. As we watch one of our new LMS trains. There goes the whistle. Isn't it busy? I've still got a little bit of texturing to do on this one. As you can see, we've got some strange signposts in there, but I will get it done. Once I can get all the texturing to how I would like it, I will, like I said, make it available on the Steam Workshop. Right then, I shall leave you with some station action and some trains hopefully passing in and out. And until next time, take care.